Martinelli in field. Confidence will be surging through Arsenal now after the start they've made. Thomas Partey for Ødegaard. Ødegaard out to Bukayo Saka. Timber on an overlapping run. Saka's ball into the penalty area will be collected here by Martinelli. Martinelli putting it back into the box. William Pacho with a clearing header. Can't get the ball, Paris, at the moment. Well, we've played 5 minutes. I can barely think of any player in blue having had possession inside the Arsenal half of the field.
No, Arsenal are doing exactly what Paris did to them in that first leg. They're really taking the game to them, looking to get deliveries into the box as early as possible. They've got that presence now with Marino.
This is Saka, and that's a foul. It's a free kick to Arsenal as Nuno Mendes came through the back of Bukayo Saka.
He's just protecting the ball, isn't he, Saka, and just that nudge in the back.
Well, you know what they say, it's an old footballing cliche, you've got to score when you're on top, and at the moment Arsenal are definitely on top. Can they score? Saliba. Good run that, Timber to Saka. Vitinha keeping an eye on Bukayo Saka, who weaves his pattern. Martinelli. Getting away from Hakimi. Martinelli did really well. Hakimi recovered, and Arsenal have a corner kick. It is all Arsenal.
It really is. They've been so positive, like say, out wide. Yet again, Martinelli going on the outside to beat Hakimi and wins his team a corner.
Well, Arsenal and set pieces, we know all about that. So do Paris Saint-Germain. Arsenal only had 3 corners in the first leg. Rice with the delivery, Donnarumma with those seemingly extendable arms managed to get there.
It's got to be absolutely pinpoint, hasn't it? He's such a presence in there, Donnarumma.
With the throw. Relentless pressure early on and driven by Ødegaard, and Donnarumma's there again. Beautifully struck by the Arsenal captain and superbly saved by Donnarumma.
Well, Arsenal causing Paris Saint-Germain so many problems in these early stages. From set pieces, deliveries into the box. Again, it was a long throw from Partey. This time from the other side. Lovely strike from Ødegaard, and what a save from Donnarumma.
This is a worry for Paris Saint-Germain because their outstanding goalkeeper Donnarumma is down. That was some save.
Yeah, as the throw comes in, I think it goes through bodies as well, so for him to be able to react, it does. He reacts so quickly because he strikes it so well, Ødegaard. But he just gets down so well, full stretch. He's certainly hoping that he's not hurt himself.
Well, can you imagine? Well, Safanov is getting himself ready just in case. The man they signed from Krasnodar in the summer is warming up. But they will very much hope that Donnarumma is going to be okay. Do you think it's just the force of the shot? Do you think that's just jarred his left arm or something, or how he fell?
Yeah, maybe. He's, like I say, he's seen it so late, and yeah, he's just sort of checking his shoulder.
It may also be that he just wanted to take the sting out of proceedings for a moment. Goalkeeper, of course, has the privilege of having on-pitch treatment without having to leave the field of play. Otherwise, chaos would most definitely ensue. Second Arsenal corner. Saka with the delivery. Vitinha got something on it. hasn't really done the job. Fabian Ruiz trying to chase his own error. He's conceded a throw. Well, I would suggest it's some time since Paris Saint-Germain suffered like this over 10 minutes on their own pitch. In goes the latest long throw. Ødegaard again, this time into Kvaratskhelia. Lofted in by Partey, headed out by Pacho. Here's Martinelli. Lewis Skelly. Oh, good challenge. Now Paris Saint-Germain on the break. This is where they are so dangerous. Fabian Ruiz rolls it into Achraf Hakimi. Hakimi much too close to David Ryan. Not a very good ball, in all honesty. Well, that's a lively 10 minutes, eh?
It certainly is. It's gone so quick. But that's what Paris can do, isn't it? They can break like that, go from back to front so quickly. It's just a poor delivery by Hakimi in the end, which we don't say that very often.
Saliba with the confidence to advance. Timber. Kivior for Martinelli. Hakimi getting his body between Martinelli and the ball. Hakimi felt he'd been fouled by the Arsenal man, but the referee didn't. Some power in that chest and shoulders. Partey with the throw. Marquinhos got a head on it. Good play by Partey. His drilled cross is blocked and dealt with. João Neves to Hakimi, who wins the throw. Paris Saint-Germain is probably just here looking for 5 minutes or so of calm. Here comes Partey again. Kvaratskhelia reacting to lift it away. His Partey could put it right back in that mixer. Ødegaard shielding the ball neatly. Picked off by Hakimi. It's Mikel Merino. Onside, I think, Timber into Saka. William Pacho trying not to make contact with the ball. Saka thought he had.
Yeah, I don't think he had. I think you can just see it here. No, it's really good defending. Just shields the ball out. But yeah, Paris just can't get out of their own half at the moment. Really good off the ball work from Arsenal. Whenever they lose it, they win it back so quickly.
Well, Donnarumma Arsenal's margin for error now has really gone. Ødegaard. Too high for Martinelli. And you have to feel for Mikel Arteta, because his side's performance in the first half an hour of this game has been outstanding. How about Declan Rice there, by the way?
Do you know what? I've just noticed that. Brilliant from him. Great recovery challenge. Certainly put Barcola off.
Arsenal were precisely prepared for this semi-final second leg, and they followed the plan almost to perfection, and yet it's Paris Saint-Germain who scored the only goal of the second leg. Some goal, mind you.
I think because Arsenal are pressing very high and committing men forward, it can leave them exposed.
Timber with the cross into the penalty area. Declan Rice with the cushion. And Mikel Merino, that's a very difficult chance, that. Very difficult.
Yeah, it's behind him. He's got to adjust his feet. Just trying to get something on it. Can't get it on target. Certainly learned that position though, hasn't he? He's got better and better.
Well, when you think about it, Arsenal might have scored 3 in the first 6 or 7 minutes of the game, something like that. Kvaratskhelia has hit the post. Barcola probably should have scored, and Fabian Ruiz did. He's given that away carelessly to Ødegaard. Here's Rice. Might have been a little push on Martinelli by Hakimi, but ball has gone out of play.
Yeah, he gave the ball away initially, but managed to get himself back. Stop any sort of Arsenal attack.
Chasing the treble, of course, Paris Saint-Germain, they've already won the league. They have a French Cup final to look forward to against Stade de Reims, and of course they want their first Champions League crown. Merino. Did well, actually. Ødegaard. Been impressed with how much of this Kvaratskhelia has done.
Yeah, do you know what? We praise them for their attacking qualities, and rightly so, but they don't half defend for their team as well.
Well, he's pacing every centimetre available to him, and he's pondering every possible course of action to get Arsenal back into this semi-final. It's a foul on Fabian Ruiz. Well, you have to give him credit. It was a wonderful strike, Fabian Ruiz. It really was a super goal. Well to Rice. Header from William Pacho, whose enthusiasm to get to that ball was impressive. It is going to be an Arsenal throw. "35 minutes played, even when Arsenal have dominated." Well, they might be missing Dembele up front, but they're still creating plenty of opportunities, aren't they?
Yeah, they look so dangerous when they go forward. Their movement is so good. You can see whoever the wide player has in this right-hand side, he'll go central, and then Hakimi's your extra forward.
Timber, they're so quick to pounce on any error. Hakimi. Good ball, Vitinha to Hakimi. Paris Saint-Germain will be feeling very much happier now than they were after about 20 or 25 minutes, when they were very lucky to be all square. And they were struggling to get a kick. The pendulum has swung with the goal. Lewis Skelly has been dispossessed. João Neves, Doué, little back heel, and it fell kindly for Arsenal. It might not have done. Timber with a clearance. Ødegaard beaten to that, but that's going to be an Arsenal throw-in. There you are, you see just one little error.
Yeah, I think both sides have certainly been caught when they've took too many touches. Just the way that both sides press so quickly, and Lewis Skelly there caught in possession. Arsenal just managed to clear.
Marino neatly round the corner for Declan Rice. Bukayo Saka for Arsenal. This season has been so affected by injury. Timber's cross, Pacho's header. Kivior forward. Nuno Mendes. Sure, that was his best option in all honesty. Here's Hakimi. Given away. And Mendes has had his best first half. Odegaard's little touch is a good one. Saka running at Nuno Mendes here, speared in, unlucky. Mikel Merino did well, his movement was great, just didn't get it. Doué. Good block, Lewis Skelly. He's taken that right in the face, I think, and the referee has stopped play. May not be his face you're suggesting, Sue. Maybe somewhere even more painful.
Yeah, again, it's lovely, quick feet, isn't it? And it's just in the stomach, just winded him.
Yeah, into the ribs, if anything. Play will restart with an uncontested Paris Saint-Germain drop ball. Gonzalo Ramos hit the bar very, very late on in the first leg. That's him limbering up and down. I think the drop ball will have to be done again. Added time will harm Osma's the fourth official add-on. It's a minimum of 2. Short from Kivior. And Rice charging forward here for Arsenal. Got away from João Neves, finds Odegaard. Here's Bukayo Saka. Saka's ball in, Hakimi there. It's another nearly for Arsenal.
Yeah, that's what you want though. Bukayo Saka 1v1, gets into an area, but ultimately just can't get across Hakimi.
Home fans want the half-time whistle. There is about a minute to go. Partey with this Arsenal throw-in. Off the head of Vitinha, Donnarumma comes and makes it his.
So commanding, isn't he, when he comes out of his box?
Just over 400 career club games, Gianluigi Donnarumma, and still only just turned 26. Could play for another 10 years easily. Fouled by Kvaratskhelia. And the referee blows his whistle. The home fans are happy with the scoreline. Arsenal were very happy with the first 25 minutes, but they didn't score, and Fabian Ruiz did. And at half-time, it's Paris Saint-Germain who would appear to be in charge of this semi-final. On the night...
This match is brought to you by Lay's, UEFA Champions League sponsor.
It was Sommer yesterday, Donnarumma today being the star. It has been the semi-finals of goalkeepers. Fabian Ruiz scoring for PSG. It's 2-0 on aggregate.
This match is brought to you by Lay's, UEFA Champions League sponsor.
Work that. Push that. Pull that. Run that. Pump it. Work that. Push that. Work out, work out, work out.
देखने में तो कितनी प्यारी फैमिली लग रही है।
आज कुछ ऐसा कहने वाला हूँ ना मैं, जिसके बाद हमारे बीच सब कुछ बदल जाएगा।
मुझसे कुछ छुपा रहे हो क्या?
वेलकम टू द फ्यूचर शास्त्री परिवार। स्टेज पे चढ़ के कैटवॉक करना इस उम्र में।
Are you having a midlife crisis?
अब दिखाओ एनवलप।
एनवलप।
हाँ वही।
हम इसी बात का खेलते हैं कि हम वो नहीं है जैसे हमारी फैमिली हमें समझती है।
My crisis is bigger than yours. दो लोगों को साथ में क्राइसिस नहीं हो सकती क्या?
हमारी वजह से किसी जान नहीं जाएगी।
तेरे सो
मेरे परिवार को कोई नुकसान पहुंचाएगा मारेगा।
भाई तुम माहौल बना देता पुत्र है।
जो तुम ढूंढने आई हो ना, वो सिर्फ मैं तुम्हें दे सकती हूँ।
बढ़िया प्लान बन गया है तो।
La vida es un ritmo que escoger, paso a paso hay que correr.
तो उस दुकान में तुमने क्या देखा? ताड़ी शॉप बंद होने के बाद 11 लोग अंदर बैठकर ताड़ी पीते हुए ताश खेल रहे थे।
बाबू आत्महत्या नहीं कर सकता। ये जरूर मर्डर है।
बोलता है या फिर
सच सच बताइए, आपको कोई बात परेशान कर रही है ना, जो आपने आज तक किसी को नहीं बताई? नया स्मूथ लस्सी देना।
Smooth, baby, smooth.
Grab the new Smooth Lassi. You love it.
नहीं कर सकता, ये जरूर मर्डर है।
एक केस है, खूनी ने इतने लोगों के बीच में कत्ल किया।
This match is brought to you by Qatar Airways, UEFA Champions League sponsor.
If you are a PSG supporter, you will be absolutely over the moon because you needed to be solid, and so far PSG have done that. A goal cushion on the night, a 2-0 on aggregate against Arsenal. Welcome back, everyone. This is Champions Ki Charcha. PSG have been fine. And for those who are concerned about me, I am fine as well. Everyone has a hiccup here or there. A few tweets had come in. Finally, Manas is okay. Yes, Ratish. Yes, I am okay. But let's head to the goal, Robin. Enough about me. What a strike.
What a strike. What a time to get your first goal in the Champions League as well. The first touch sets it up beautifully. Speaking about setting it up, set piece routine, don't deal with the first phase of play. What a touch from Fabian Ruiz. And that strike, unstoppable. It was absolutely thunderous on the full volley. The touch, unlucky from even Declan Rice not being able to close it down. And then I think it was just that little deflection, if you may say, from Saliba that took it away from Raya, but take nothing away from the strike. He hit it clean as a whistle and got the first. And Luis Enrique mentioned that, you know, you need to suffer in some games. And Arsenal did make PSG suffer quite a fair bit.
बट ये PSG का जो सफर है हिंदी वाला वो भी बहुत ही यूनिक रहा है बिकॉज सब प्लेयर्स छोड़ छाड़ के गए बट क्वाराडोना जिनके बारे में आप बात कर रहे थे यू वांटेड हिम एट आर्सेनल एंड वी सॉ ग्लिम्पसेस ऑफ दैट व्हाट अ चांस ही हैड
द फर्स्ट चांस वाज अ ब्यूटीफुल curl on this thing but luckily it hit the post for us.
This is the chance we're talking about. This is what Maradona is all about, isn't he? Because he makes something happen always.
And he has that aura about him that you know that he's going to go on to his right and finish, but you still can't stop him. Like the other right wingers like Salah and Robben where he was. So he does it from the left.
Yeah, he does, and he can make something happen all the time. Barcola had a great chance as well. I think, Shashwat, if Dembele was there in that position, maybe things would have been different, right?
Yes, we had discussed about this earlier also. The way Dembele has been on a scoring run, it's been absolutely brilliant. And if you could see a sense of desperation, you could see from Arsenal creeping in. And what a golden opportunity, in my opinion. Well done, Declan Rice, the way he made ground to put Barcola off. But that is what you will get for the rest of the game because Arsenal will go for it.
And PSG on the counter.
PSG on the counter and it looks like PSG have the upper hand right now.
Abhi filhal PSG can dictate the terms of the tie because of the situation that they found themselves in. Let's have a few tweets in. Use the hashtag Champions Ki Charcha. Ajinkya is saying, Barcola, how many sitters is he going to miss? Yeah, he does have the habit of not converting those chances. Let's have a look at another one. प्रांजल is saying Mbappé, he cursed था PSG का. ऐसे लग रहा है कि Mbappé जिधर जा रहा है, they're not winning the Champions League.
देखो फिर मैं गिनाना शुरू करूँ कि काफी है. I think it's Mbappé maybe yes, but हमने इसके बारे में पहले भी बात की है कि जो PSG का पहले ब्लूप्रिंट था कि हम सुपरस्टार्स लेके आएंगे और जीतने की कोशिश करेंगे. अब लुइस एनरिके ने आके बोला ऐसा तो होने नहीं वाला. ये दिस इज नॉट टेनिस वेयर यू नीड twos or ones, but he's built a team and that team at the moment looks in form and a very well-oiled machine.
They are. Sorry, Shashwat. I just have to rush through this. Mohit is saying Arsenal's lackluster attack continues. Lack of number 9 and belief evident. PSG yet to find the rhythm in the game. Exciting half ahead. Arsenal should continue to press the issue. PSG look fragile in the midfield. Dembele is being missed. Exciting half ahead. Goals incoming. But Shashwat, you were saying something.
No, I was just adding to his point that PSG have moved on from the superstar project. Earlier they did not used to invest in some of the important positions.
You're right.
अगर आप full backs देखोगे उनके Kehrer, Dagba, etc. अब they have got the best full back.
think so, 100%. Hakimi is one of the best.
एक चीज लुइस एनरिके ने कहा था कि they need to suffer both the games के पहले and they need to embrace chaos. Arsenal ने वो pressure डाला था. They had 2 great chances. Jay. Arsenal have to score these chances because इससे better chances तो मिल ही नहीं सकते.
We have to take our chance. It's the Champions League semi-finals. Someone has to step up. So many chances. This was a good chance. This was like, I think he couldn't have done anymore because the ball came to him really quick.
But let's be honest.
This was a
I mean, Donnarumma has worldies.
Yeah, I don't know.
Donnarumma's reflexes are too good. Firstly the set piece, second phase of attack, aware, showing his class. It was Fabian Ruiz-esque, but Odegaard at the end of that, and Donnarumma stepping up. That just shows you why he's one of the best goalkeepers in the world. And also, let me just tell everybody, when he went down, it was more of a time-consuming tactic than sort of.
Yeah, exactly.
He has to slow down the game.
Herav chahiye tha game mein PSG ko because Arsenal was playing really well. A few more tweets. Use the hashtag Champions ki charcha. Himanshu is saying, just like yesterday, the team with better tactics and technicality will qualify for final tonight. Even though Arsenal is pushing more and has been near PSG goal, they could not score yet, which shows they lack the art of finishing. And Babu is saying Arsenal not... what am I supposed to say? That is what is written. Arsenal not scoring when they had momentum. The start of the game is going to come back to haunt them. It could. It very well could. Pawan Kumar is saying thank you all for making so easy to know more about football. ये तो हमारा job है, but thank you so much.
But also I think PSG's missed chances could also be Arsenal's.
First leg में जो उन्होंने 2 clear chances और आज भी.
Can be a blessing for Arsenal.
Love the razor sharp analysis by the whole panel. Wouldn't be wrong to say that it is at the level of Micah Richards. Okay, I don't know about that. Maybe coughing less is a way to go. By the way, guys, the halftime show has absolutely breezed by. But if you are an Arsenal supporter, you'll be hoping in the second half the chances come your way and you convert it. But right now, PSG have been prolific, and that man has been the difference maker. The second half is on the other side, live from Paris.
This match is brought to you by Lay's, UEFA Champions League sponsor.
Push that. Pull that. Run that. Pump it. Work that. Push that. Work out.
हर सिक्के के होते हैं 2 पहलू. हर हीरो में होता है प्रकाश और अंधेरा.
कौन हो तुम?
मैं तेरा साया. इस बार बालवीर को खुद से ही टकराना है. जीतना है अगर तो खुद को हराना है. देखिए बालवीर सीजन 5 स्ट्रीमिंग नाउ ऑन सोनी लिव.
La vida es un ritmo que escoger, paso a paso hay que correr.
तो उस दुकान में तुमने क्या देखा? ताड़ी शॉप बंद होने के बाद 11 लोग अंदर बैठकर ताड़ी पीते हुए ताश खेल रहे थे.
बाबू आत्महत्या नहीं कर सकता. ये जरूर मर्डर है.
बोलता या फिर
सच सच बताइए, आपको कोई बात परेशान कर रही है ना, जो आपने आज तक किसी को नहीं बताई?
La vida es un ritmo que escoger, paso a paso hay que correr.
नया स्मूथ लस्सी देना.
Smooth, baby, smooth.
Grab the new Smooth Lassi. You love it.
ताड़ी शॉप बंद होने के बाद 11 लोग अंदर बैठकर ताड़ी पीते हुए ताश खेल रहे थे।
बाबू आत्महत्या नहीं कर सकता, ये जरूर मर्डर है।
एक केस है।
खूनी ने इतने लोगों के बीच में कत्ल किया।
This match is brought to you by Qatar Airways, UEFA Champions League sponsor.
It has been a semi-final of comebacks as well. We saw yesterday great game where Barcelona did a great comeback, but then Inter Milan climbed back. Right here, right now, PSG have the lead. Can Arsenal create history? Let's find out.
This match is brought to you by Qatar Airways, UEFA Champions League sponsor.
Welcome back to the Parc des Princes as Arsenal and Paris Saint-Germain take to the field, with the champions of France having a 2-goal aggregate advantage with 1/4 of this two-legged tie remaining, unless Arsenal can overturn that deficit and maybe take us into extra time. There's the goal scorer, Fabian Ruiz. Both sides are having a half-time huddle before the second period gets underway. Sue Smith, we were just chatting during the break there, and you said, I think you're absolutely right. What can Mikel Arteta say? I mean, he said, we had a plan, you've executed it perfectly, but we're 1-0 down.
Absolutely, and the difference was just finishing off the chances, and obviously a big part of that was Donnarumma and two massive saves from him. Paris Saint-Germain always looked dangerous when they went forward, but more of the same in the second half, just finish off your chances.
No substitutions as yet from either side. Felix Zweier from Germany blows his whistle, and Arsenal get the second half underway, kicking from left to right in need of a goal. There's no need to be over-urgent for them. 20 minutes to go would do. But you feel that there is more drama to come in this second half. Here's Nuno Mendes, who was picked off by Timber infield to Ødegaard, who didn't quite get it under control, and Vitinha, always busy, sends it out toward Barcola. Hakimi. Here's Vitinha again, who covers so much ground. Hakimi. Timber with a little glance to just check out where Kvaratskhelia was. Hit the post in the first half, the Georgian with a great curling effort. Partey with a block, Ødegaard. It's a foul by Vitinha on Mikel Merino. Letting the ball get away from it. Saka. Hakimi. Bukayo Saka is still down here for Arsenal. And Paris Saint-Germain put the ball out of play so that he can get some treatment if he needs it.
Yeah, it's always a worry, isn't it, when a player stays down and doesn't move.
Dembele's out. To a huge roar. A huge roar. Well, 33 goals in all competitions this season. His form in the calendar year of 2025 in particular has been nothing short of sensational. William Pacho for Paris Saint-Germain. Nuno Mendes forward. Kvaratskhelia couldn't quite control it. Saliba is there. Luis Skelly under a little bit of pressure here. He had to win that and he's lost it. João Neves. Partey slid in and just about acquainted himself with the ball. Now it's a free kick.
There's such a battle in the middle of the park. So many challenges flying in. As Timber just a little bit late.
Paris Saint-Germain free kick, Vitinha over it. From Arsenal's point of view, the next goal in this tie surely has to be an Arsenal goal. Vitinha's ball in, and very comfortable indeed for Arsenal's goalkeeper. Partey. Kivior. Merino. Off Hakimi, it'll be an Arsenal throw-in.
If you watch Merino, he's dropping really deep to get on the ball, which is allowing Rice and Ødegaard to go in beyond him. I just think they're lacking that maybe focal point up there when he does drop in.
Well, Trossard is probably the most likely, if they decide to change things up in that position in the middle of their front three. Trossard isn't a natural number 9 any more than Merino is.
No. I think Merino's done brilliant filling in that position.
Mendes with the Paris throw. Vitinha. Partey. Oh, he's had it picked off it by Desiree Doué. Here's João Neves. Kvaratskhelia. Fabian Ruiz. Nuno Mendes hasn't got forward very much in this game, but he is now. It's Doué and it's well off target. You see what he was trying to do.
Yeah, you could see what he was trying to do. What a burst of pace there, though, from Mendes. Kvaratskhelia does well. He waits for the players to come towards him, lays him in, and Mendes, brilliant driving run, plays it in field to do it. You can see he's just trying to just tap it into that far corner. That's where the space was, but yeah, he just couldn't get his angles right.
Saliba. William Pacho got a very good contact. Fabian Ruiz to Achraf Hakimi. Doué is down the middle. Barcola with options. Vitinha. No great alarm there for Timber.
Do as you like.
Saka was fouled.
You can just see they're doubling up every time Saka gets the ball. One behind pressing, one in front just trying to nick it.
Long forward from Arsenal's goalkeeper. Where's this dropping? It's dropping for Hakimi. And Lewis Skelly's in a tangle here and gets a yellow card. Well, once he'd let it bounce, it was a bit of an issue.
They always say, don't they, you can see he's caught just the wrong side. As soon as the ball bounces, he knows that Barcola will get free.
Kvaratskhelia. Nuno Mendes was knocked over off the ball by Partey, deliberately or not, we'll never know. Kvaratskhelia. Vitinha, nicely done. Very nicely done. And still Vitinha, that's absolutely brilliant. Ends up in the gloves of David Raya. It's more like Kvaratskhelia than Vitinha.
Oh, it's amazing. Lovely quick feet. I'd love to see his touch map. He's been everywhere, hasn't he, in this game, but it's technical ability.
Had a spell in England on loan at Wolverhampton Wanderers from his first club, FC Porto. Vitinha may not be a better number 6 in Europe at the moment. Here's Ødegaard for Saka. Saka deflected behind by Nuno Mendes.
Saka just trying to test the goalkeeper. They don't manage to do that in this second half just yet.
Well, this, I think, is Arsenal's first corner for quite a long time. They had a flurry in that first 10 minutes when they were all over Paris Saint-Germain. Saka and Donnarumma. Well, it was dipping and it was most certainly curling.
Yeah, right on the goalkeeper, wasn't it? Had to get something on it. Would have gone in.
again. Donnarumma again. I think, did he get the last touch? Apparently not. It is a goal kick.
I don't know if it's Marino gets the... No, I can't really... You can see it. Timber it is, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, but clearly that's something that they've worked on. Try and put it right on top of the goalkeeper.
This is Arsenal's third European Cup or Champions League semi-final. Beat Villarreal back in 2006, but lost against Manchester United 3 years later. This their first since then. Whistle has gone. And Pacho just bundling into the back of Saka. Well, you don't climb a mountain without taking the first step. Ødegaard with the free kick. Donnarumma came, got good gloves on it. That's really good play by Saliba to prevent Fabian Ruiz from getting a Paris Saint-Germain quick counter on the go. Timber. Arsenal throw. It's no more than a flick, but by goodness the ball travels. Let's come back to Thomas Partey. Oh, nicely done. He's intended for Ødegaard actually, but it's gone back into Partey, cleared away. Ødegaard, Saliba. Mikel Merino here. And it's just caught Martinelli in a bit of a twist, and it's a goal kick.
Yeah, I just feel like in this second half they've got themselves into decent positions, Arsenal, and just not quite found that final pass. Maybe caught in two minds sometimes.
Arsenal have had twice as many attempts at goal as Paris Saint-Germain in this game so far, 13-6, slightly more than twice as many. In terms of attempts on target, it's 3-3. In terms of attempts in the target, it's 1-0. Hakimi. Outside to play for another Arsenal throw-in. They spent much of this second half so far in Paris territory, but have not yet had anything really clear-cut. Falls to Desiree Doué. Had the wherewithal not to just smash it downfield, but to try and run it away. Barcola chasing here, and Saliba has got it right, just. That was like a little drama in itself, wasn't it? Act 1 was he'd done it well. Act 2 was he was about to make a horrible error. And Act 3 was he'd redeemed himself. Here's Declan Rice. Deflecting! Oh my goodness, that wasn't far away from dropping to Saka or Saka curling, brilliant save, Donnarumma. That, I think, is heading in. Saka walks away and shakes his head. Donnarumma again.
Yeah, the shake of his head says it all from Saka. Brilliant effort. You just think it's going to curl into that far corner, which we see so many times. At full stretch, Donnarumma yet again, another brilliant save.
Another world-class save. Corner kick driven into the back post. Kvaratskhelia got something on it. Saka brings it down. There's no foul here. Doué, Hakimi. The blue tide pours forward. Desiree Doué back into Hakimi, deflected, and David Raya makes a smart stop. Well, in its own way, this semi-final has been absolutely as absorbing as the extraordinary matchup between Inter Milan and Barcelona. A lot less goals, but just as much to enjoy and savour. And tension guaranteed. Mikel Merino. Saka drifting infield, drifting into trouble. Vitinha goes down, referee's whistle. Sharon Neves goes down, referee's whistle had already gone, and there is a check here for a penalty. It's a potential handball. Well, this has been spotted, I would assume, by Bastian Dankert, and he's called Felix Zweier over to go and look at the screen here. They're looking at a possible handball. Well, it's Lewis Skelly's right hand as Hakimi hit the shot. It made it a more difficult save for David Raya, and he's given the penalty to Paris Saint-Germain. It's a penalty kick for handball. The arm is stretched out by Lewis Skelly and it flicks that hand on its way through. And it's given.
So harsh, that, Steve. It's so close proximity. He's turning his back, his arm's out for balance. I think that's a really harsh penalty.
Well, it's given, and David Raya is getting advice here on who he may face, and it may be that it's hard to judge, because so far this season, Gonzalo Ramos, Kolo Muani, Dembele and Vitinha have all taken penalty kicks for Paris Saint-Germain. The only one of those who's on the pitch is Vitinha. Well, this, if it goes in, just might put this semi-final out of Arsenal's reach. The verdict is that Lewis Skelly's arm was in an unnatural position away from his body, making the obstacle bigger. Well, if you remember, David Raya saved a penalty kick in the league phase at Atalanta, match day 1. That's a long, long time ago. It's a brilliant double save, actually. He saved the penalty and then the follow-up. Calafiori having had that penalty awarded against him, and Gabriel Martinelli comes off, Leandro Trossard goes on. So the Belgian is on, the Italian defender is on, but here's Vitinha facing David Raya. He's scored 3 from 3 from the penalty spot this season, Vitinha. And it's saved by David Raya, who does repeat his heroics of match day 1, way back in Italy against Atalanta.
That's a really good save from David Raya, but it's a poor penalty from Vitinha. He was really slow in his run-up, waiting for David Raya to go one way. He doesn't. He just waits for the penalty to be taken, and it's a good save. Getting down well.
It was Matteo Retegui of Atalanta who saw his penalty saved by David Raya back in September. It's Vitinha who sees his penalty saved by David Raya in early May. Barcola makes way, Ousmane Dembele comes on, and you just wonder whether that may be a springboard, a platform for an Arsenal comeback. It is a corner. Slightly over 20 minutes to go. Up go the heads, out it goes from Kivior. Vitinha. He crept up to the ball, didn't he?
Yeah.
Vitinha.
He was just waiting, wasn't he, for David Raya to move, and he didn't.
Calafiori for Arsenal. Here's Trossard spearing it into Declan Rice, who takes his place inside the penalty area. Calafiori trying to get involved. May see Declan Rice playing further forward now, I think. Desiree Doué. Arsenal have to take risks. And against this Paris Saint-Germain side, that can backfire. Desiree Doué, the ball got away from him. Leandro Trossard, Martin Odegaard, Saka, slightly astray is Kvaratskhelia. Partey hasn't dealt with that. Hakimi! Achraf Hakimi just may have sent Paris Saint-Germain into the Champions League final itself. It's an outstanding finish. It's yet another goal from a Paris fullback. It's Hakimi. It's 2-0 on the night. It's 3-0 on aggregate.
It's a brilliant finish, isn't it, from Hakimi? It comes from Arsenal giving the ball away. Sloppy, but then once Kvaratskhelia gets the ball into this position, Partey doesn't know where Hakimi is. He needs to just clear that first time. Hakimi gets in, nips in, Dembele straight away into the action. It's just a little touch out of his feet. Just gives him that angle. Uses the defender to just curl the ball around into that far corner. means David Raya is completely unsighted, but brilliant from Hakimi Saint-Germain.
And Desiree Doué makes way for the home side, and Lucas Hernandez comes on. And Paris Saint-Germain have a 3-goal advantage on their side. They have time on their side. They have the Parc des Princes at their backs, and Arsenal have it all to do. It's a cauldron now, a crucible filled with smoke and Parisian joy. Timber. Well, Arsenal are protesting that when Julian Timber took that free kick, that Nuno Mendes was standing right in front of him and he should have received a yellow card for not retreating. The referee's argument is that the free kick was taken too quickly for him to retreat. Here's David Raya, hero of the penalty save, but Arsenal couldn't take advantage of that platform because, 2-3 minutes later, Hakimi scored. They are the slayers of the Premier League's finest. Paris Saint-Germain beat Manchester City here in the league phase, knocked out Liverpool, knocked out Aston Villa, and it looks very much as though they're going to knock out Arsenal. Marquinhos, Trossard goes on and is allowed to go on, and it deflects to Saka, and Saka can score for Arsenal. 15 minutes to go, Arsenal are on the scoreboard. It's a start. They still have a huge amount to do, but it's a start.
It is a start, and it's a lovely crossfield pass here. Trossard just keeps going. It's a little slip once the foul isn't a foul. And Trossard, it's actually quite fortuitous how it falls to Saka. He won't care. Yeah, this is what they'll probably look at if it's a foul on Marquinhos. I don't think there's enough in that.
Yeah, it's been checked and cleared already. The goal stands.
Yeah, and just that deflection means that it actually falls to Saka. And he's not going to miss from there.
(2-1) on the night. 3-1 on aggregate. Do you know what? If you're going to reach a Champions League final, it shouldn't be easy.
No.
And whoever comes out of this tie heading to Munich, it most certainly has not been. Here's Rice. Mikel Merino. Oh, Saka nearly got a touch on that. Donnarumma is going mad at the way that cross was allowed to come in. Well, sometimes goals come in bursts, and a burst is what Arsenal need now. Hernandez with the throw. Saliba won it, Vitinha there. Referee's whistle has gone again. So often you see a defender going to ground and you feel it's a bit too easy, and they get the free kick. But it's a risk if you do that, and Marquinhos paid for that.
Yeah, he did. He clearly felt a little touch on him by Trossard, but it's not enough.
Hakimi, ball picked off by Declan Rice. Rice into Ødegaard for Arsenal. Little back heel, William Pacho away. Well, one more Arsenal goal would be the trigger for chaos, you would imagine. Kivior. Leandro Trossard. Saliba forward. Calafiori here. Pinging it in, Saka! Oh, it's gone over the bar from Saka. Well, he wouldn't have expected it to reach him, but it did.
Oh, he's got to score, hasn't he? I know it bounces up just as he's about to kick it, but he's got to get over the top of that. He knows that's a massive chance. Brilliant delivery from Calafiori. Donnarumma comes out, doesn't get anything on it. Huge opportunity.
Bukayo Saka over the bar. Mikel Arteta is complaining to fourth official Harm Osmans about how long it's taking Donnarumma to get the ball back in play. Paris are very fortunate it's not all square on the night. Partey. Declan Rice, Marquinhos away, poor control by Partey. Paris Saint-Germain are rattled here. Nuno Mendes comes away with the ball, finds Kvaratskhelia. He has runners, of course he does. Hakimi's ahead of him. Kvaratskhelia tried to use the whole Hakimi's run, bought him, touch back inside, and David Raya saving from Dembele. Dembele again, João Neves, that's a hefty challenge, be a free kick.
I think both were eyes on the ball. Marino was just late. This was the opportunity from Dembele. He does this so well, he just holds his run. Makes it difficult for defenders to go and close him down. He sees space so well in that false nine position.
Timber is down here and they're calling for the physio to come on to have a look at Timber. Well, there's no doubt that Saka goal has got into Paris minds, hasn't it?
Yeah, definitely. A little bit more nervy.
Ben White's going to be coming on. It'll be a straight swap for the Dutch right back, Timber. Vitinha's touch, Hakimi's hit. Good hit too.
He gets some power behind this, doesn't he? See, they just changed the angle from the free kick, and you think, is it going to just sneak in? David Raya would have had that covered though.
And he clears away downfield. Saka for Marino. Declan Rice. Blocked once, Rice finds Timber, who is still on the pitch, though Ben White's getting ready. Saliba. Ødegaard. Nuno Mendes for Paris Saint-Germain. Hakimi will reach this. Couldn't control it though. And a pause while the substitution is made. On comes Ben White. Ødegaard on Vitinha. Timber withdrawn. William Pacho's forward ball, Fabian Ruiz for Vitinha, Ousmane Dembele. Gianluigi Donnarumma. Barcola wrapped up against the goal. Well, crucially, maybe the 3-goal advantage that Paris Saint-Germain had forged only lasted for 4 minutes. But Arsenal need another, and they need it very soon to create real panic. João Neves for Paris Saint-Germain. Good ball, Dembele, and it's gone through Saliba, but maybe it shouldn't have done. Hakimi. Kvaratskhelia. Every second counts. Here's Vitinha. Kvaratskhelia. And the goal kick is given. Into the last 5 minutes. Kvaratskhelia and Calafiori are not exchanging phone numbers. It's a yellow card for both. Minutes or so from the final.
I think this is up for the yellow card. Kvaratskhelia is obviously trying to waste a little bit of time, and Calafiori's not happy with it.
And another card coming out. Bukayo Saka.
Sure what that yellow card's for.
No, I don't think he is either, but he's got it. Scored the goal that has given Arsenal a glimmer. Missed the chance that would have given them a great opportunity. Donnarumma's forward ball, won by Kivior, but it's a throw into Paris Saint-Germain. Into the last 3 minutes, Gonzalo Ramos is going to be coming on shortly. Ødegaard, neatly done. Out of play of Fabian Ruiz. Well, here is the latest change. Nuno Mendes will go off, and on comes the Portuguese striker Gonzalo Ramos. Well, Hernandez is dropping in at left back. They do now have Kvaratskhelia, Dembele and Gonzalo Ramos as a front three, but they don't need a front three, they need to back everyone at the moment to keep Arsenal out. In it goes, header at the back post from Arsenal's Ben White, goes out to play for a goal kick. They're nearly there. Well, there have been a couple of stoppages, there's been plenty of substitutions, VAR check here and there. There could be 5 or 6 minutes to add on. Ben White with a throw-in for Arsenal. Fabian Ruiz, who got the scoring started, finding Kvaratskhelia. Heading for the corner flag. Calafiori hooked it away from him, but they'll take the throw-in. They'll accept the throw-in. What they won't do is take it that quickly. See the number in a minute, in a few seconds, and the number is 5. Gonzalo Ramos, who's going to hold it up, tried to win a corner, didn't. It's a goal kick. Good turn by Partey. Rice, White, Partey. Calafiori. Leandro Trossard. One of the 5 have been played. Ødegaard. White. Scooped in. And headed wide by Mikel Merino, and that probably needed to go in for Arsenal to have any hope.
Yeah, it did. It's just slightly behind him, and he's got to try and generate the power because it's just all looped towards him. But yeah, that was probably the chance.
Well, at times tonight, Paris Saint-Germain have shown a different side, haven't they? We've seen them play electrifying attacking football over the knockout phase of the Champions League campaign. Tonight we've seen them do a bit of that, but also roll up their sleeves and work and work. Here's Ødegaard for Arsenal. And White. And Partey, and Saliba, and Ødegaard. Trossard, I think he'll hit this. Trossard, he does. It's into João Neves and his Kivior. the throw. It's flicked up, it's Trossard, and it falls to Donnarumma. Mikel Merino and Hernandez squaring up. Gianluigi Donnarumma. Picked up by Kvaratskhelia, by Hakimi rather. Hakimi in field. Ousmane Dembele. And Paris will keep possession and use up the seconds. Over 2 legs, so the right team, do you think?
Yeah, I think so. I think they've certainly showed different sides to the game, like you mentioned. I think defensively they've been outstanding, but also going forward, we know the quality that they possess.
Saka is in behind Hernandez here. Saka turns it square and Marquinhos is there. Well, it will be only their second Champions League final. It is the holy grail for this football club. To the final of the Champions League for only the second time in their history. Paris against Inter Milan in the 2025 Champions League final. Munich has a match to savour at the end of the month. Paris Saint-Germain are into the final. The celebrations will begin.